The barbs are gonna come for me, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Cardi B is better than Nick. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Relax, relax. Damn, damn. Relax. Let me drink some water. Let me drink some water. Chill. Relax. All right. Who's better, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj? If I'm gonna be so honest, I just think it's an unfair comparison because they're not of the same era, you know. So like, what is relevant to Nicki Minaj fans is not necessarily relevant to Cardi B fans, just as what is relevant to Lil Kim's fans is not relevant to Nicki's fans and to Cardi B's fans, right? So your fandom is based on your era, right? And in terms of like how your audiences connect with your music, how your audiences vibe to your music. And so yes, it's going to be divided. It's going to be the young versus the old. You know, it's going to be that. So when it comes to who's better, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, at the end of the day, I'm going to be biased because I'm from the Nicki era. And personally, I don't think that I've heard good rap music since 2015. I haven't heard good rap music apart from Drake, obviously, and Kanye. And I don't mind Baby Keem. He's pretty good. And obviously J. Cole. But it's just so scarce. And the reason is not that there isn't good rap out there. There is. But I feel like it's no longer mainstream and it's hard to find it. Because there's so many. I mean, the internet has opened the doors and there's so many young guys, just like young men and women just creating, and I'm sure they have fan bases, but they're not mainstream. And I'm a mainstream consumer. So I want all my stuff mainstream, right? So I feel like from the mainstream, I'm just not hearing good rap anymore. I just said this the other day, like I literally, from the late 90s till 2015, that's my rap era. And if you're not Drake, if you're not Kanye, if you're not, I'm not listening to you. And I barely even listen to, no, I listen to Drake. But I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not vibing with it. And when it comes down to it, Nicki Minaj also, I don't feel like she's made good music since like Anaconda. That's me personally. Cardi B has some good hits, but if I'm waiting for the chorus to enjoy the song and not your verse, that's a problem, right? My issue with this era of young rappers, specifically the female rappers, is that they all do this like Foxy Brown, Lil Kim style of rapping. And sure, if you like rap from the 90s, awesome. That's not my era of rapping. I always wondered why female rappers all sound the same, apart from Doja Cat. Doja Cat's doing it, and Nicki too. Nicki's doing different things, and they're all these like Bia. Why are all the mainstream female rappers? Why do they all sound the same? Doja Cat aside, I haven't really listened to Nicki again since Anaconda. They all sound the same, and I just get so bored. You're not giving us anything special. You're not doing anything to excite us. Sure, your chorus is incredible. The hook is incredible. But does that make you a rapper if you have a good hook and like a mediocre verse? And the thing about Cardi that is not even her lyrics, because I think Cardi, I like her lyrics. They're fun. They're exciting. For me, my issue with Cardi is the delivery. It's the delivery. And it's not so much that like this kind of music is the type of music you want to listen to in the club, and it makes you feel like a bad bee. Like it's dope, but am I gonna like play her music like just when I'm like driving in my car? Unless I'm trying to get turned up, am I gonna play her music in my car or in my home and just like really enjoy it the way that I would used to enjoy Nicki Minaj's first few albums? No, I'm not gonna do that. Again, it's probably a generational thing, right? I'm not Cardi B's era, but I do recognize that she has some lit music that you want to hear in the night in the club. She has some lit music, but so this is gonna be biased. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. It's a hard one. I would have to compare them in terms of behind the scenes and what they've done. I really enjoy Nicki Minaj's story. Again, I watched her grow. You know, I watched her become famous. I remember when I first heard about her when she was underground and nobody knew who she was, and how she came up with Drake and that whole process. And Soulja Boy put Nicki Minaj on. That was like so funny. I remember like there was a video that he put up when he used to vlog before vlogging was a thing, and Nicki Minaj would be in the video. And it was so funny because she was like looking to Soulja Boy for clout. Tables turn in Hollywood so quickly, so it's interesting. But either way, Nicki Minaj, everything from her, it was really her first album. For me, her first album was really her best, body of work, personally. It just really was. But I found that even with Drake and Nicki, I used to support them. I used to support them when they were underground because I saw that these guys are so talented. They deserve to be in the limelight. Drake's first album I did not like, but he recovered. But Nicki, her first album was the best Nicki. After that, it was like hit singles, dope songs, but I wasn't listening to her albums at this point after her first album. And then what I found was just great hits coming out of Nicki. Great hits, great collaborations, great all of that. So that's what it is. Like when it comes to music, personally, I'm going to go with Nicki. I'm always going to go with Nicki. When it comes to who's a better star, I just find Cardi B so much more engaging. I find her so much more interesting. And I say this on this channel time and time again, that for you to be famous in this era, it's not about your music ability. There's so many talented musicians on TikTok. I found some crazy talented musicians on TikTok this week. Crazy talented musicians. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean you're going to blow. That doesn't mean that you're worthy of becoming a big superstar, celebrity musician. It doesn't mean that. And that's what is important in this era. It's not about your music ability anymore. It's about your whole packaging. And that's why, like, am I really team Nicki when I could be team Cardi? I'm team Cardi because Cardi B is so hilarious. Cardi B is so hilarious. Her music is passable. Her music can get you lit, get you happy, right? Her music, to me, it doesn't resonate with me the same way that Nicki Minaj's music resonates with me. But when it comes to personality, I live for Cardi B. I love every video that she posts on her Instagram. Every piece of content, she's probably like every piece of content that she posts. And I say this all the time, right? I talk about people like Saweetie. You're pretty and you make great content and you're packaged so well. That's what matters. Your ability to market yourself, your ability to get out there. And Cardi B does it effortlessly. So here's my bone to pick with Miss Nicki Minaj. She doesn't need to be a clout chaser, but she is. And let me explain. And this is what makes me like Nicki lose some cool points in my view. She's such a clout chaser. She does that whole Kanye West strategy. Whenever she's releasing a single or an album, she gets in the press and she keeps releasing all the stuff in the press. Just to like, and the thing about it is one thing to be in the press and to say all these things and to do all these things, but it's another thing to be desperate in the way that you do it. It's like we can just see through you. We see that you're doing this because you want attention. And I feel like there are more entertaining ways for you to get attention. When I say entertaining, you can entertain your viewers better. Okay, fair enough. Nicki Minaj has a personality. She has a great personality. It's interesting. But she's not funny like Cardi B. Cardi B could talk about how she walked down the street and fell, and it would just be the funniest thing that you ever heard in the world. You'll just be on your back, rolling on the floor, laughing, because Cardi B is just that. She's just that beat. She's just that funny. Nicki Minaj, it's different. It's not that she's not funny. She is, and she is entertaining. Everything about her, the way that she talks, the way that she like the dramatics, it's all funny. And I wish that she would lean more into that instead of trying to get headlines, trying to do things that gets her attention, like putting Kevin Samuels in her live, or just like just does all this stuff, or going on Queen Radio and saying crazy stuff that's just like annoying. She's always doing something, and she's learned it from Kanye, because that's Kanye's strategy. But look at how people are like, Kanye is a polarizing figure, and I feel like Nicki Minaj is becoming that. So it's like, Nicki, we see through you, we see through the BS. It's like, bro, like, what the hell? And when it comes down to it, for me, what's really sucky is that I made a video similar to this about Chris Brown and Justin Bieber. I made another video about Beyonce and Rihanna. And in those videos, all I was talking about was their music. All I was talking about was their branding and how that's attached to their talent and their music. And I just feel like when it comes to Cardi B and Nicki, their talent rests in their personality. It's not about their music. Like, I will say Nicki's music post 2015 just hasn't really just like hit like that anymore. I definitely feel like post 2015, Cardi B has made better music than Nicki Minaj. I'm definitely bumping to a few selections of Cardi B songs. She definitely has hits. That's undeniable. She's huge, right? But Nicki Minaj, when she rolled out, when she was dominating and taking over that whole space, she was killing it. And I don't know why she can't. I don't know what it is, but my point is, it sucks that when it comes to female rappers, it's just like less focus on talent and more focus on sort of like personality and their looks and all this other packaging stuff. Like, in fact, if you ask me, the only mainstream, because there's so many female rappers and City Girls and whatever. There's so many female rappers. Like, there's so many of them now, and it's a good thing. I love it. It's just that I just don't know all of them, so I'm just going to talk about the mainstream ones. And for me personally, the only mainstream ones that I feel like make substantial music, that I actually look at you as a lyricist, I look at your sound, I look at everything about you, your music, and I'm like, this is fire. The only one that's doing it is Doja Cat. She's like she is doing what Nicki Minaj did in her first like few albums. And the thing I love about Doja Cat is the fact that when it comes down to it, all these female rappers, they all sound the same. Sure, Nicki Minaj changes her voice a little bit, but she really kind of still sounds like that New York rapper that we heard with Lil Kim and Cardi B. She still kind of sounds like, she does change her voice and it's cool and stuff, but she still kind of sounds like that. But what I love about Doja Cat is that she really is giving us different sounds, different vibes. She's giving us some like her flow and her delivery is on some like Kanye West kind of stuff, right? She has this like interesting vibe. Like, I don't know, I just prefer her. Like, I can actually play Doja Cat's music and listen to the lyrics and be like, this is fire. I can't do the same with Cardi B. I could only do Cardi B when I'm like trying to get lit, have a good time, because the beat is dope, the hook is dope, and she says some crazy stuff in her lyrics and you're just like, whoa. And her delivery isn't bad. It's just like, it's just always like about clubbing and doing, it's wild, but I don't necessarily like it, right? I want to just like listen to Cardi B when I'm driving my car, unless I'm trying to like be belligerent or something. I don't know. But with Nicki Minaj, again, for me, her lyrics are, I know the barbs are going to come for me, so I'm fine. Her lyrics aren't great anymore. I'll just put it that way. Her delivery is just like, okay, Nicki, sure. Okay. I want Nicki Minaj 2010. Listening to your album back to back. That's what I want from Nicki Minaj. Not all this other stuff that you're doing. If I just like, when I play your lyrics, if it just goes over my head, what are you really saying? Nicki Minaj was so good. Like, every bar was fire. But then again, maybe just some people have a time when they can be their best creatively and then they lose it. And they don't get it anymore. They don't have it anymore. I have hope for Nicki. I do believe that she can get better. So when it comes down to it, if you ask me, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, I say neither. I say Doja Cat. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. My name is Kenim, and see you next time. Peace. I just released a short film, A Second Husband. Go check it out right now. Link down below.
I'm getting married. Again.
I made a Nollywood film, A Second Husband. It's about a woman with two husbands.
This is my house.
What happened to the promise about me having my own section and him having his own section? I mean, he was in my section.
In the gym? So you don't want him to work out? Hmm? No, you want him to look like you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Exactly what I said.
You know what? I'm not going to stay here and be disrespected.
Where are you gonna go?
Everything you have, I bought it.